Morning, guys. Let's roll. My head's a little bit clearer today. Still aching a bit, but that's probably where I bumped it on the table. Anyhow, we got to talk about Rupert. Dear, 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 dear Rupert Lowe. Total respect for that man. But I've been wondering, Rupert, you old fox, you. What are you up to? This new party in Great Yarmouth you're setting up. Looks like politics, doesn't it? I think it's something else, Rupert. You're a wily old fox. What are you doing? All right then, guys. This is just me thinking out loud. A pure what if. Not a claim of inside knowledge, not a prediction, just me thinking something that popped into my mind this morning when I read the news about a new political party. It's not set up yet, it's in the process of being created. But it did make me wonder. I thought, oh no, not another political party. We've got enough as it is. Anyhow, the score so far is this. Rupert Lowe is currently sitting as an independent MP. And instead of forming a traditional national party, he took a different route, didn't he? He launched Restore Britain as a movement, not a party. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And I thought, compliments Advance UK. So I was pleased with that. But now, he's created a local political vehicle focused entirely on his own constituency in Great Yarmouth. What if it's not about building a party at all? What if what Rupert is doing is securing independence in a political system that we know that is designed to destroy independence? Yeah? If it is, it's really clever. So by anchoring himself locally, he protects his personal mandate. By keeping Restore Britain as a movement rather than a party, he's avoiding legal, financial and organisational traps that come with party politics. And this gives him freedom of speech, freedom of direction, and freedom from whips. And Rupert does strike me as a man who likes his freedom and independence. He sounds a bit like me. And of course, that's why he could never submit to the fear of Farage in the Reform Party. Is that what it's about, Rupert? In simple terms, local loyalty for defence, national movement for influence. We're going to see United Kingdom full of independent little parties that speak only for their constituency. Could work, I suppose. Will it work? I don't know. The British system, as you know, is it's hostile to anything that sits outside the party machine. Anyhow, as political experiments go, this is one of the most interesting ones we've seen in a long time. Anyhow, this is only me, guys, playing at what if, nothing more. About that background image. Funny. Well, it's not funny, that's HMS Belfast. Behind it is Tower Bridge. Off over on my left towards the city is the offices of JP Morgan. I used to work up on the top floor. HMS Belfast is the first and only ship I ever slept in a hammock on. She was the accommodation ship for HMS Bulwark. Before HMS Bulwark went on a long overseas commission. And so, whilst the bulwark was being prepared, we'd sleep aboard HMS Belfast. Sat on the barrels of those guns with a guy called Dinger Bell. Well, what else did you think his nickname would be with a name like Bell? Good old Dinger Bell. And yeah, I went on board with it when I was working up in the city. I think I was with SG Warburg then. And I couldn't remember much about the inside of it. That's because we only really slept on it. But the only ship I ever slept in a hammock on. Of course, behind it, Tower Bridge, one of the first duties I did after joining the Navy was it was Winston Churchill's funeral. And they took 1,000 boys up from HMS Ganges. Have you watched the video of me climbing the mast? No? And I was stationed over there, behind me on Tower Bridge, and watched Winston Churchill's funeral barge come up the Thames. And then little did I realise when I was stood there that like sort of 30, 40 years later, I'd be sat in a big office at JP Morgan looking down at it, and the ship, the only ship I ever slung an hammock in. They're quite comfortable actually. Anyhow, enough of that, we've got other things to do. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. Talk to you in the next one. What do you think, guys? What do you think Rupert's doing here?